Believers, when you hear the story of Job, it's easy to not notice the context and think that God was out of his mind by allowing, by permitting, not by allowing, by tolerating Satan to have his way with Job like that. Until you realize, hold on a minute, Satan is limited. He needs to have people in darkness have a hold on them. So how come that within one day, Satan was able to destroy everything Job had, and including killing Job's children? So thousands of people, thousands of criminals were around Job all the time, and that's why Satan could easily trick them all to rob Job in the same day. Satan cannot just go around and you're walking, doing your business, and get hold on you and make you rob someone. That's not how it works. It cannot work that way. If you're someone depressed and upset, then Satan can suggest unto you, why not rob that individual? And you think, you know what, maybe there's something in it now, Satan can have a hold on you and use you to rob that individual. So then you realize, hold on a minute. So Job lost everything because Satan could have his way. And everyone around who noticed all the tragedies happening to Job, they all dropped him. So all the people in society dropped Job because he couldn't benefit from him anymore. So now I realize, so Job was being exploited and abused all the time, including by his own children, including by his own wife. So the Most High indirectly delivered Job from those people. And the Lord eventually made people comply with justice, in which the Lord restored things for Job, and Job ended up for better. When you look at the context, you'll understand it. When you look at the context, you realize, there are many things that don't add up with the situation. Look at the story of Lazarus. First, you think, why did Christ allow Lazarus to die just to go there and raise him from the dead? Well, hold on a minute. Lazarus has two sisters, Martha and Maria. Maria had an expensive perfume. How did she get that? Was she a prostitute? Likely. Oh, Martha. She had a household where she served many people who were in need. So there was money in that family. So how come you can send messengers to tell Christ that your brother is sick, to come and heal your brother? Why don't you just put your brother on a chariot or in a chariot and send them to Christ? Oh, money wasn't available to do that, but money was there to arrange his funeral. You see now that something was wrong with those people? And it's the environment that harmed Lazarus. Sometimes you're harmed by the environment. It's not you doing anything bad to yourself. It's not you putting yourself in danger. Sometimes the environment's just bad. And too often, when the environment harms us, we look within ourselves. But hold on a minute, it's not you, it's the environment. That's why it's important to look at the bigger picture. Because when you look within yourself to find a reason of what's wrong, well, it's not you, it's the environment. Now demons can use that to guilt trip you, even though you're not guilty at all. Don't let that happen to you. Always look at the context. And here's another thing. Too often, we do not sit down, like I'm sitting down now, relax and evaluate the circumstances we've gone through. There were circumstances I was in, and I was asking, oh Lord, what's going on? I couldn't understand it. Now that all the circumstances are over, and I reflect back, I can see everything that was wrong with those circumstances. I can see the bad motives of those people. I can now see how those people enabled evil and enabled harm. I couldn't see it back then. When you're in a situation, you're often distracted by the situation. That's why whatever situation you're in, take a step back from time to time, go into prayer, decrees and declarations, go fasting, and then you'll be able to notice things you didn't notice before. Some of you don't notice how bad the environment around you is. You don't notice how toxic those people that you're involved with are. You don't notice how deformed your thinking is by how you were raised. There are a lot of things you don't notice. And that's why it's important to take a step back. Go into prayer, decreasing declarations, go into fasting. Spend time with the Lord in prayer, decreasing declarations. Spend the time with Him, and you'll begin to notice things far better. And here's another thing. Often, a stranger can walk into a circumstance and he or she can see clearly what's going on. It can be that you have friends that you've known for 20 years, for 2 decades. You even grew up with those people. You went to school with them. And you went through a lot of stuff with them, good things, good times, and bad times. So you have this strong bond with them. So you think those are your people. They mean you well. And indeed, when you were in needs, they helped you out. So because they did good things to you, and because from time to time to look after you, you think those are good people. But then one day, a stranger walks into your life. Some guy you meet at a bus station that comes to pick up a sofa at your place because you're selling him your sofa. And that guy walks with you towards your house, and your on your way to your house, that guy, that stranger was about to push your sofa. He sends this weird vibration around him. And he looks around and he sees how many people looking very angry at you. So the guy that's walking behind you sees people looking very angry and bitter at you and think, whoa, why are these people so angry about this against this guy? So the guy arrives at your house. Before he pays you the money for the sofa, he asks you, let's say your name is Daryl. Daryl, have you considered moving out of this place? And you think, why is this stranger asking that? He's only here to pay for the sofa and to take the sofa with him. But instead of feeling offended, you just open yourself up to him, saying, well, I thought about it a few years ago, but I have my friends here, I have family over here. And the guy tells you, Daryl, I haven't been involved with you. We're not friends or anything like that, but let me tell you, man, when we were on our way to this place, I saw how many people looked very angry at you. I could feel the anger in my body that they were emitting towards you. Don't you ever have headaches or certain symptoms in your body? And then you think, whoa. And you tell the guy, yes, indeed, there are times I suddenly have headaches. Sometimes I feel so tired, I can't even wake up. The doctors can't explain what it is. Everything's well in my organs, in my body, but I feel tired. Sometimes I can't even sleep. And then the guy tells you, listen, you're under psychic attack here. The people around you don't mean you well. And I can sense that if you don't move out of it very quickly, something very bad's about to happen to you. Those friends and family you have, they know what's going on. They just don't want to tell you because they don't want to keep things quiet. They don't want to disturb the status quo. Those people don't mean you well. Yes, they helped you out. Yes, they were good towards you. But those good things they only did because they just want to keep things calm around them. So yes, they're not people that will rob. Those are not people that will rob you, stab you, nor abandon you, but they don't help you either. They don't mean you well because they know that there's a bad contention against you, but they don't tell you, not really do anything about it. They know that something bad is about to go down with you, and they've prepared for it. And you know what? The guy pays the money for the sofa, and 2 weeks later, Daryl finds out that an uncle of his uh, took a life insurance on his name, so that in case something happened to him, the family would be paid $2 million. And then he figured out that his parents, his siblings, also people knew that there was a life insurance made on him. And he's thinking, what? And then he also found out that there were some guys on the streets trying to stab him sometime, some years ago, and that all the friends he had knew that they want to stab him, but it was that same day that his car broke down, that he couldn't make it to a party. That's why he's still alive, because if his car did not break down and he went to the party, he would have been dead now. So this Daryl realized, hold on a minute. So all these people knew all the harm that was coming my way, and they just allowed it to happen. They were just sitting back and waiting to see it unfold. But when they see me, they greet me, they say hi to me, they ask how I am. What? Those same people that expect me to validate them, to be respectful towards them, and consider them. Why don't they consider my safety? Now, here's what's going on. Daryl, in this example, never realized how bad his situation was. He had symptoms that he couldn't understand. A stranger walked in, and the stranger saw immediately what was going on. So let me tell you one thing, believer. Stop expecting that only believers can reveal things to you. Sometimes the Most High will send a stranger to you who's not even a believer just to show you what's going on. Because that stranger has no interest in sugarcoating anything. He or she will tell you things as it is to get you out of the bad situation. And sometimes those strangers who don't even know you have far better intentions with you than the people you've known for decades. So when strangers walk in, don't automatically send away or close or shut yourself down or shield yourself because they're strangers. They may be sent by God to answer some of your prayers, or they may be sent by God as to answer other people's prayers for you, or they may be sent by God for your rescue. So don't disregard strangers. Be at peace.